Peace, peace, peace. It's your boy Killer B, goddamn witch finder general. Y'all witch, I'll burn their asses up. So we got a good show for y'all tonight. Hopefully it kind of went down like last night. I kind of went off topic last night. I did go off topic. But it was a great stream. It was a great stream. I was glad to be back myself. I was gone quite a while. So I'm going to get right into this. The FBI has announced that these fucking nigger nuts, crazy conspiracy theorists, motherfuckers, and the rest of the fucking go-ho crazies in the fucking country planning on having an armed takeover of the motherfucking Capitol buildings all across the goddamn nation. So with that, we're gonna get into track by Josh. Which one I'm gonna play tonight? Which one I'm gonna play tonight? Okay. All right, there you go. Let's go with Hoodwink. Yeah, Hoodwink.
During these ceremonies, was Satan the devil ever referred to?
He was called Lucifer.
Let's find the general show.
What did they say about the devil, about Lucifer?
That killing the people made him happy.
Cats always fall victim. See right through your prism and send them to the dark. Saw mesmerized by the heart. Where them demons go? To everyone who you call bro or call bro. That's why cats around me, you know. Y'all wanna put y'all in a box. Even insulting ZZ blocks. Calling cops on brothers just for talking to another. Mercy be upon all brothers. Praise y'all cause the devils can't touch us. We wanna say we bad or wrong? No. With your own words caught. You try and hide what you bought. I'm a Judah, I'm nothing. Funny how nothing got their minds bugging. Just like you stole Christmas. But they mad cause you won't bear false witness. They got cut and flip more than gymnasts. Look how the Legion move. Self-proclaimed cut face fools. Wisdom say avoid fools. Cause if they don't listen, you the stools. There's a difference between firm and niggerish. Firm rebuke is what the sentence is. Take it back to hip hop. Not oversized wooden flip flops. We're falling down off the tip top. Rick Ross is better off on the beat like Primo's. Yahweh's words, man, do we need those? They say so. Snatch your mind out control. Stand bold and no foes. We'll keep out on no dose. And they miss your rest. Balance checks so that we can get it even. Even distribution, let downs and bruising. Now your cleavers are heathen because he fell off what you're teaching. I'm chilled out like a seal beach. Enjoy the warm sun, not speaking, not preaching. Watch Allah do the reaching. Uncover answers that you were seeking. Find your way home. Here's the beacon. See the light here. Word. Turn home. Y'all follow. A lot of cats out here traumatized. Yo, these mind control. You know what I'm saying? Puppets. Gotta wait. But always know. Yahweh fights. Praise those who have not. Don't be worried about what others got. Word. Look what he give you. Look at the wealth you have within. You know what I mean? He fills up your temple. Not any man. Wisdom. That's word. All praises to Yah, who is Allah. There's nine. Thanks for the beat. Lobster Bell beat selection. Thanks for the track. Number one.
All right, I'm back. What a day. What a day. What a day. So, I got something first. Something I slept on that I missed. Like a few months late and shit. These motherfuckers try to kill another motherfucker. Well, a bunch of motherfuckers and shit. Another one of these nigga not Hebrew Israelites decided to take a motherfucking machete and run up in somebody's goddamn crib and try to kill them for no apparent reason. Well, we know the reason and shit. We know the reason. But, you know, people like, why? Why? Like, you know what I'm saying? All right, let me just get into this. I want to do another screen tomorrow on, but I'm going to read the things. Still going to unreal, man. All right.
A homeowner attacked just feet from his front door by a man with a machete. Investigators now calling it a hate crime, saying the suspect is a member of an extremist group. CBS 17's Amy Cutler has the latest from Edgecombe County Sheriff's Office.
Investigators say the victim's wife jumped into action as her husband was being attacked, grabbing a gun and firing it at the suspect. Tonight, that suspect, Carlos Washington, remains behind bars, deputies calling it a hate crime. This is 36-year-old Carlos Washington, the man investigators say is behind the vicious attack. This is a machete. Perhaps more terrifying, deputies tell me Washington didn't know the victim. It was random. It happened Friday around 9 a.m. on Car Farm Road in Edgecombe County.
It was kind of scary.
The couple involved, who's shaken up to speak, their neighbors tell me they're taking precautions. One of them even meeting us at the door with a shotgun.
I know one of them.
Deputies say Washington is a Black Hebrew Israelite. According to the Anti-Defamation League, there are many sects, but some are considered extremists.
Investigators now calling it a hate crime, saying the suspect is a member of an extremist group. CBS 17's Amy Cutler has the latest from Edgecombe County Sheriff's Office.
Investigators say the victim's wife jumped into action as her husband was being attacked, grabbing a gun and firing it at the suspect. Tonight, that suspect, Carlos Washington, remains behind bars, deputies calling it a hate crime. This is 36-year-old Carlos Washington, the man investigators say is behind the vicious attack. This is a machete. Perhaps more terrifying, deputies tell me Washington didn't know the victim. It was random. It happened Friday around 9 a.m. on Car Farm Road in Edgecombe County.
It was kind of scary.
The couple involved, who's shaken up to speak, their neighbors tell me they're taking precautions. One of them even meeting us at the door with a shotgun.
Everybody know one of them.
Deputies say Washington is a Black Hebrew Israelite. According to the Anti-Defamation League, there are many sects, but some are considered extremists, making it a hate crime. This is 36-year-old.
That shirt he's wearing, what camp is that? That's like a normal, like, sort of Hebrew Israelite logo, like the two cross swords and shit. But that, I bet you anything, that's his camp shirt. I bet you anything. That's his camp shirt. Look, you see some of these niggas that look like that and shit? Y'all motherfuckers better cross the fucking street. I keep telling y'all this shit. Y'all don't think I'm bullshit. Oh, Hillbilly and shit. Shout out to him. Hillbilly was on here last night all the way to the fucking sunup and shit this morning. Agreeing with that shit. I said, all right, motherfucker. All right. Yeah, I kind of agree with what they saying here. All right. All right. All right. You didn't say you boy and shit. You fuck around with that shit. Watch. You fuck around. I done told Killer B done told you. Yup. Killer B done told you. That goes to the rest of y'all done told you. Keep fucking around and shit. We're gonna get you. Or hey, hold on. Yeah, the link's in the chat if anybody want to come in. Let me put it up in there again. Yo, but people wasn't doing nothing, yo. This motherfucker outside plotting to get in there to kill him. Howard Shot is safe. For your Howard Shot. He gonna save us. And now this Capitol building shit, right? So now the FBI said that these extremist groups plan to be armed and gonna try to storm all the Capitol buildings around the fucking country. And we're gonna read a little bit about the people that died in the Capitol building riots, or whatever you want to call them, right? So I just wanted to show this thing. Let me finish playing. I got two people up in here. All right. Here we go. Yo, these people new websites are bugging. No, this is ridiculous. This don't make any sense. All right, sorry about that. I don't hit the play. All right. Oh, come on, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be fucking.
I like to pretend I'm a shot.
Then we get on with the show. Yeah, the 5 people died, and we're gonna learn a little bit about the people. A little bit about what people suspect people were. All right. Easy ass.
Stay connected with News Nation 24/7. Get breaking news, severe weather updates, live digital news breaks on the hour. Go to newsnationnow.com. Download the News Nation Now app.
A homeowner attacked 6 feet from his front door by a man with a machete. Investigators now calling it a hate crime, saying the suspect is a member of an extremist group. CBS 17's Amy Cutler has the latest from Edgecombe County Sheriff's Office.
Investigators say the victim's wife jumped into action as her husband was being attacked, grabbing a gun and firing it at the suspect. Tonight, that suspect, Carlos Washington, remains behind bars, deputies calling it a hate crime. This is 36-year-old Carlos Washington, the man investigators say is behind the vicious attack. This is a machete. Perhaps more terrifying, deputies tell me Washington didn't know the victim. It was random. It happened Friday around 9 a.m. on Car Farm Road in Edgecombe County.
It was kind of scary.
The couple involved, who's shaken up to speak, their neighbors tell me they're taking precautions. One of them even meeting us at the door with a shotgun.
Everybody know one another.
Deputies say Washington is a Black Hebrew Israelite. According to the Anti-Defamation League, there are many sects, but some are considered extremists and are outspoken anti-Semites and racists. They're unrelated to the Jewish faith. Authorities say 2 people associated with that group were behind the 2019 attack of a kosher market in Jersey City, New Jersey. Investigators say Washington lives in Tarboro and was not known to them. Fortunately, the victim suffered only minor injuries and is now at home recovering. Washington is charged with attempted first-degree murder, and deputies tell me other charges are likely. In Tarboro.
Good, great. Good for that motherfucker. Get him the fuck up out of here. As you can see how that guy said everybody knows each other out there, right? but nobody knew that motherfucker. Another thing is isolation. You isolate yourself from the everyday world. Even though you're in the everyday world, you go beyond like your I forgot the word I'm looking for, but you know what I'm saying? You make it your business not to associate with the world unless you have to. Like if you got to go to the store, you go to the store. You know what I mean? But you're not trying to socialize. Like you won't see them in bars. You won't see them in clubs. You won't see them in like say hanging out at the mall or something like that. You know what I mean? You'll see them, like you might see them in a library or something like that, or like a secluded place. Like they're antisocial. They're more of an antisocial type people. All right, let's get to this thing. Oh yeah, yeah. All right. All right. I put. All right. FBI warns of plans for nationwide armed protests next week. FBI is warning of plans for armed protests at all 50 state capitals in Washington, D.C. In the days leading up to President-elect Joe Biden's inauguration, stalking fears of more bloodshed after last week's deadly siege at the U.S. Capitol. An internal FBI bulletin warned as of Sunday. Yo, what is up with the topic? Nationwide protests may start later this week and extend through Biden's January 20th inauguration, according to two law enforcement officials who read details of the memo to Associated Press. Investigators believe some of the people are members of extremist groups, the official said. And the bulletin was first reported by ABC. Armed protests are being planned at all 50 state capitals from 16th of January throughout at least the 20th of January, and at the U.S. Capitol from 17th of January through the 20th of January. The bulletin said, according to one of the officials, the officials were not authorized to speak publicly and spoke to the AP on conditions of anonymity. The FBI issued at least one other bulletin. They go out to law enforcement nationwide on the topic. Before the riots last week, on December 29th, it warned of the potential for armed demonstrators targeting legislatures, the second official said. Army General Daniel Hawkinson, chief of the National Guard Bureau, told reporters Monday that the Guard is also looking at any issues across the country. We're keeping a look across the entire country to make sure that we're monitoring and that our guards in every state are in close coordination with the local law enforcement agencies to provide any support requested. Rioters follow weeks of online calls for violence. Wow, riots follow weeks of online calls for violence in the nation's capital in the waning days of Donald Trump's presidency. The tweet in which Trump promised that last Wednesday's event in Washington, D.C. will be wild, fueled with month-long frenzy of excitement, strategizing, and embrace the an embrace of violence against lawmakers, according to the research group that tracks online extremism activity. In the report issued Saturday, the site intelligence group also warned that the Capitol attack was emboldening Trump supporting extremists. Right? See, no matter how all this plays out, it's only the beginning. Posted the user on the Donald message board, according to the report. Huh. A lot of people were energized by what happened last week, he said. State capitals are a natural place where people might want to show up, especially assuming that they think there might be a huge presence of police and military in D.C. because of what happened last week. Pitt Cavage tracks militia, white supremacists, and other far-right extremists. But he said that the Capitol siege demonstrated the emergence of a new movement of Trumpist extremists, so-called up in the cult of personality around Trump, that may be willing to break the law or engage in violence purely in support of Trump or whatever he wants. You know what? I was thinking about something earlier. That how people follow Trump, I don't remember ever seeing a president that had a following like that. I can't think of like George Bush followers doing some shit like that, or Ronald Reagan's, or not, like, know what I mean? These people are really extreme, and I think it has something to do with him being like a celebrity, like, know what I mean? Where how a normal person that runs for office or something, like, you know, like they're not as they're not out there like how Trump would be out there going places. Everybody know him. Like a governor or something could walk down the street and like nobody even know who the fuck he is. Like, know what I mean? Like the vice president probably could walk down the damn street and half the people wouldn't even know who the fuck he was. Let him walk through Brooklyn or the Bronx and shit. They just be like, yo, who the fuck that white man? They wouldn't even know who he was. You know what I mean? So I think that there's something too, and I can imagine, say, like on, say, Kanye West ran for president, right? And let's say he even got like close to like winning the election like Trump or whatever, and like how the people, he could get people riled up, you know what I mean, to actually do shit. Like that motherfucker could just make a song and motherfuckers do some shit. You know what I mean? So you getting all these like new weird like type of groups, like extremist groups, conspiracy theorist groups, like religious like tele groups and stuff, like the Hebrew Israelites and there's a lot of new they call them what they call them. They're Hebrew Israelites, but they're not Hebrew Israelites. Like, but they really is Hebrew Israelites. They called what type of Christian? They're like Christian, like they believe in Jesus, but they don't call him Jesus. They call him Yeshua. You know what I mean? Like how the Hebrew Israelites call him Yahushai or whatever. So they follow the laws and stuff like that. They have the same blueprint. You know what I mean? It's like the same, like the book for the code. It's the same handbook. It's the same thing. But they don't believe that, like, you know what I mean, the white man, the devil, and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Some of them might, but they might doctor it up so it don't really mean white people. Like, nah, you not one of them. You believe in this book. Like, you know what I mean? Some shit like that. But there's a lot of crazy stuff that's going to be coming down the pipeline and shit soon. So y'all better get ready for that shit. The people that want to associate themselves with certain people, groups, circles, and stuff like that, y'all watch that shit. You hanging out with a bunch of Hebrew Israelites and shit, and One of them motherfuckers get some bright ass idea like this nigga did this shit with a machete that's gonna run up in a random like fucking person's house. Hey, don't come wanting to talk to me after. I don't know. Yo, for real. He telling motherfuckers. One of my boys told me the other day. He said, man, fuck this shit. He said, yo, I'm done, yo. I'm done with this shit. I'm done with this shit for a minute. Yo, I was laughing like 10, 15 minutes straight, yo. This shit was funny as hell, man. I couldn't believe it. It was just like, yo, these motherfuckers, they just putting themselves into shit. Like, the Hebrew Israelites was at the Capitol building, believe it or not. They was at the Capitol building. Why? Telling the people about the prophecies. That they went out there to prophesize against America. This place going down. So who gonna run that motherfucker after it go down? It's gonna be those crazy motherfucking QAnon, whatever the fuck you call them motherfuckers, and the those crazy patriot motherfuckers and shit. So they're gonna have to duke it out with some white supremacists and like some other like groups and stuff like that. They're gonna have to duke it out. And that's gonna be even crazier. But y'all niggas ain't gonna be in charge no matter what. Y'all still gonna be waiting out your house shy and shit. United States changed hands and shit. 3 fucking couple 100 years go by and shit. Maybe change hands to somebody else. But y'all niggas ain't gonna get it. Everybody gonna make sure of that shit. They're like, nah. But yeah, but let me talk about a little about the people and stuff that died. Right? They say about them. Oh, it's pretty sad. Like, there been people turning their motherfucking husbands and shit in too. There been motherfuckers called the FBI. This lady, I think I got the article on that. A lady, husband, ex-husband, like 18 years or something. She saw that motherfucker on TV, the internet, or some shit, like in a picture in the Capitol building, and she called the motherfucking FBI on that nigga. Called the FBI on his ass. Yup. So I don't know what y'all gonna do. Y'all keep wanting to deal with this shit. Y'all keep thinking it's like some play shit. Nah, this shit, they dead serious about that shit. Ain't no like cosplay type shit. It is cosplay, but it ain't no like, you know what I mean? Ain't no playing involved. Be dead serious. Dressed up in them crazy ass suits. Now, we look at this dude. I'm gonna show you what we dealing with here. Show you what we dealing with. Yeah. You know my screen coming out. All right. There you go. That motherfucker right there. I'm gonna show y'all something about it. Yep. Some of the people, they're arresting a lot of these people. And they're gonna go after all the military people that attended. They're gonna go after all of their asses. And guess what? That's what's gonna happen. Their ass gonna get court-martialed. And you're gonna be an embarrassment before the country. not a hero, you're gonna be an embarrassment. They're gonna court-martial a motherfucker. That's like, ain't that treason or some bullshit? You know what I mean? They trying to take over the goddamn government and shit. Motherfuckers. Motherfuckers. Yo, that shit's crazy. So I don't know who any of y'all want to be involved with that shit. I know some of y'all people like y'all gun rights and all that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But y'all want to be part of that shit? That shit ain't got nothing to do with your gun rights. That's some other shit they trying to do. That's some other shit. And you know motherfuckers is trying to get Trump's silly ass up out of here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they let the motherfucker win. And they gave that motherfucker, put that motherfucker on trial. Let's see how this shit works. Like, you know what I'm saying? We just get a regular motherfucker in here as president and see what happens. And they saw what happened. And they ain't gonna have that shit no more. That's gonna be the only 4 years in fucking history, motherfucker, where the fucking United States and shit just wanted to try some shit out. Nah, they ain't doing that shit no more. Your ass gonna be a politician. Tried and certified politician. They ain't gonna let no regular motherfuckers up in there. They might do it a motherfucker party that don't even show up on the fucking card type shit. They'll let a motherfucker do that because they know he ain't gonna win. You know what I mean? But they ain't gonna put his ass up no Republican, Democrat. Nah, that shit ain't gonna happen no more. The Democrats might try that shit next time. They might try that shit for the next one. They might go for some shit like that. Because they see what kind of power it gave Trump shit. And if they could solidify that would be dangerous. But I think it would be leading to a downfall of the country, though. I think it would. Because if stuff get like this, like the way it is, that's the shit that they're trying to do right now. That's the shit that go on in third world countries, like Jamaica and Haiti and some shit. That's the type of shit that go on there. Like, they don't do this shit like you see here on the screen. They don't do that shit here. In Jamaica, they be killing motherfuckers over that shit. They'll kill your ass. Like, they said, like, I know some people from Jamaica and shit, right? They said they got the two political parties, right? One, I think, is blue, and the other one is green. And you vote blue or green, like it's like gang colors, like blood and crip. And it's basically like a gang. They get the gangs to help run that shit, and they make sure all the motherfuckers in the little slug, they go vote. And they'll knock on your shit. Like, you vote, your blood clot votes. You vote, your blood clot votes. Yup. They kill their motherfucking ass. You vote on the wrong motherfucker. That's what's gonna start here. And you see here all the flags and stuff. Look, you got some Christian shit here. Whatever, that could be some old crazy bugged out group. And I'm not saying people that like their president and stuff like that. Know what I mean? But when they say like, yo, there ain't nobody cheat, like there ain't nobody cheat, motherfucker, leave that shit alone. Unless that shit's blatant, because Trump ain't got no proof that the motherfuckers cheated. There's no proof of it. There's no proof. So you gotta sit your ass down. It's as simple as that. Even if they did cheat, you ain't got no proof, motherfucker. You gotta sit down. That's with anything. You ain't got no proof. The motherfucker just gonna believe you and shit. But these crazy motherfuckers all these motherfuckers is fucked up, whacked in the head. Let me show y'all something. They got the video. Damn, choking the shit out. Let's say they weren't shy about making their identities known. Richard Garner, right? Video on here. Right. There's a picture of here. I hope I got it still on my screen. This motherfucker eyes like pin dots. This motherfucker was high as shit. He went in Pelosi's office, kicked up his feet, and sat on the goddamn desk and shit. Like, what type of motherfucker do some shit like that? That's crazy. Imagine if that woman was in there. Imagine if that woman that was in her office. These are government officials. These motherfuckers that make shit happen in the country. We need them to make the decisions that they make every motherfucking day. You need these people. They all got a job and they all work because of what they do is what make the country run. Without them motherfuckers, the shit be fucked up. And we got motherfuckers like this motherfucker running up in people's shit. It should have shot him. It should have shot him. And not to say to be killing motherfuckers and shit. That's fucked up to say. But yeah, like this is like y'all fucking around. That means anybody, you giving the okay for anybody to come in here and do some shit like that. Now, what if a bunch of Chinese motherfuckers was mad about some shit in America and decided to do that shit? Know where he'll be at? His crazy ass to be on the rooftop of some building with his rifle and shit trying to shoot one of them motherfucking Chinese people. That's where his ass would be. How dare they storm our motherfucking Capitol building? Goddamn Chinese. Goddamn them Chinese. Trying to storm my... God damn it. Where's my gun? Where's my gun? Don't forget my pills. Don't forget my fucking pills. That's just crazy. And that's real. And he wouldn't care about what the fuck the Chinese people concern was. He'd be like, fuck them motherfuckers. Let them go back to where the fuck they came from. He wouldn't give a fuck. But look at this motherfucker right here. Look at this motherfucker right here. Imagine some niggas did that shit. Some niggas should have went. Some niggas should have went up in there with them and shit and did some shit like that. That should be crazy. That should be dope. That should be dope. I'm like, well, goddamn. Motherfucker got some hood motherfucker sitting up in there and shit, smoking the blunt. No civilized Negro would be doing no shit like that. Shit. Get some hood nigga. That's what he gonna be doing. He be up right behind the desk, with his feet up, right, just like he is, with a blunt in his hand and shit. Shit, this motherfucker probably did some coke on his desk and shit. He probably did. I bet you he did. Somebody did. I bet you somebody did. All those people there, all those white people there. So somebody fucking ripped the line out of that desk and shit. I bet you. I bet you. I'll put some money on that. Yeah, so this nigga got arrested and shit. This weird old dude. Actually, I don't even want to read this one and shit. I don't want to read about that nigga and shit. That's a weird motherfucker. This guy, Leonard Guthrie, he was arrested after he crossed the police line. Guthrie talks about the threat of loose collection of activists known as Antifa. We may be called tinfoil hat groups, but I wear my tinfoil knowing my family and militia family is ready just in case. So these motherfucking zombie niggas and shit. Antifa. So I guess he an Antifa, an Antifa fucking expert and shit. It was Antifa, man. Antifa was there. Dude, telling you, Antifa. Dead people. Assault a federal law officer. See, he struck an officer in the helmet and chest. charged with unlawful and violent entry. Oh, they didn't give him a bond though. They let him go. Ain't that a bitch? They let him go. Look, this is a dude right here. I think this is the dude that got told on. This is the guy that got told on, I think. Look, he went there in his military uniform. He went in his real military uniform. I think that's the dude. Let me see. The zip tie guy was arrested on Sunday on federal charges. The charge was one count of knowingly entering or remaining in a restricted building or grounds without lawful authority, one count of violent entry and disorderly conduct on Capitol grounds. Not sure whether he has an attorney. Former bartender in Florida was photographed in the Senate chamber wearing a mask and carrying plastic restraints known as flex gloves. Nah, this might not be the wife. He called the wife on. But there was the lady that called on her husband, an ex-husband. And that's how he was dressed. The ties. So it was depicting the special show person who appears to be mature, carrying plastic restraints, an item, in a holster on his right hip, and a cell phone mounted on his chest. Camera facing out. Look, that motherfucker crazy. I bet you he one of them motherfucker Q9 motherfucker. One of the people who forced members of Congress to hide from the riot was himself a legislator. Was arrested by federal authorities on charges of entering a restricted building and violent entry. Yeah. They bring the tear gas. We don't care. We're taking this country back, whether you like it or not. Today's a test run. We're taking this country back. That shit is crazy. Western showing us the Proud Boys, referring to the far right, all male self-described group. Rioters pushed past officers. Evans on the screen said on the screen that he hadn't touched anything that he was just watching. Evans told people not to vandalize before yelling "Patriots inside the baby." Inside baby. Oh man, this jerk here. That looked like something in a movie. That shit. Yo, I'm surprised motherfuckers wasn't trying to steal them motherfucking paintings. Knocking the head off one of them statues or some shit, taking that shit home. Put that shit in the bowling ball back. Aaron Martin. These motherfuckers is wearing vests and shit up in that motherfucker. The son of a New York judge was among the rioters. Let's see. All right, here's the part. All right. All right. Here we go. Ryan Sicknick After serving in the National Guard and dreamed of becoming a police officer, Brian D. Sicknick joined the Capitol Police Force in 2008. He died the day after he was overpowered and beaten by rioters from the mob at the Capitol. Law enforcement officials said he had been physically engaging with protesters and was struck in the head with a fire extinguisher. He returned to his division office and collapsed. And Capitol Police said, the Capitol Police said in the statement, he was taken to a local hospital where he succumbed by his injury. That's fucked up. Hit him with a fire extinguisher. In the statement on Money, his family described Officer Sicknick, 42, as truly a lovely, humble soul with a diligent work ethic, and said he was devoted to his job at the Capitol. His family said he also loved and spoiled his Dutch hound. Officer Sicknick was hailed as a hero by politicians across the political spectrum. And United States Attorney Office in Washington opened a federal homicide investigation into his killing, though no one has been charged so far. Ashley Babbitt, Air Force veteran from Southern California, was shot and killed by a Capitol Police officer as she clambered through a broken window leading to the Speaker's lobby inside the Capitol. Her last moments, capturing from multi-angles on video, showed Miss Babbitt, a Trump flag knotted around her neck, being hoisted to the windows as others in the mob shout. Moments later, a shot rings out and Miss Babbitt falls back, blood pouring from her mouth. The U.S. attorney in Washington also announced that it conducted an excessive force investigation following her death, which officials called a routine standard procedure whenever an officer deploys lethal force. In her social media feeds, Ms. Babbitt had celebrated Mr. Trump and QAnon conspiracy theories, and her shooting instantly made her a martyr for the far-right activists and Trump loyalists. Kevin D. Greeson of Athens, Alabama, standing in a throng of fellow Trump loyalists on the west side of the Capitol when he suffered a heart attack and fell on the sidewalk. He was talking on the phone with his wife at the time. Christy Golson, his wife, said in an interview that Mr. Greeson had high blood pressure and she had not wanted him to travel to Washington. But she said Mr. Greeson believed the election had been stolen and saw the January 6th rally as a monumental event. In a statement to a local news channel, his family remembered Mr. Greeson as a good father and motorcycle enthusiast, and said he was not there to participate in violence or rioting, nor did he condone such actions. But NBC News reported that Gleason appeared to have made several combative on Parler's social media haven for Trump supporters. An account featuring his name and picture urged the violent far-right Proud Boys group to give hell to Antifa, a loose confederation of far-left activists. A post in December urged direct action. NBC reported, load your guns and take to the streets. Rosalind Boylan, 34, Crenshaw, Georgia, posted fervently in support of President Trump on social media, followed the baseless conspiracy theories of QAnon and latched onto Mr. Trump's false claims that he had won the election. Family members told the Associated Press. See? Family members know all about it. They'll tell you, yeah, she liked that damn conspiracy theory shit. She keep trying to tell her there's babies in the bottom of the basement of the pizza place. How she remained unclear on Monday. How she died remained unclear on Monday. Family members and friends said that they had heard from a friend who was with her that Miss Boylan had been trampled inside the Capitol during clashes between rioters and the police. But a sister told the AP that she had been told by a police detective that Mrs. Boylan had collapsed while standing in the Capitol rotunda. That's her there. Family said Miss Boylan was in recovery from drug addiction and wanted to become a substance abuse counselor, and had also gone down a dark tunnel of online conspiracies. Her family members said that they vehemently disagreed with Miss Boylan's decision to travel to Washington and urged her not to go. Justin Cade, her brother-in-law, told Fox 5 Atlanta that Mr. Trump bore some responsibility for her death, saying that the president's rhetoric incited a riot that killed four of his biggest fans. See that's the brother-in-law. Mr. Trump bore some responsibility for her death, saying that the president's rhetoric incited a riot that killed four of his biggest fans. And Phillips, 50 years old. Benjamin Phillips, 50, the founder of a pro-Trump website called Trumparoo, was chipper as he drove a van of fellow Trump supporters from their home state in Pennsylvania to Washington. He told the Philadelphia Inquirer that it felt like the first day of the rest of our lives. Mr. Phillips died of a stroke in Washington. Though those who accompanied him to the Capitol told the newspaper the exact circumstances of his death were still unclear, and his family could not be reached for comment. Yo, are y'all thinking what I'm thinking? A friend of Mr. Phillips told that news channel WNEP that Mr. Phillips had sold stuffed kangaroos dressed like Mr. Trump at the president's rallies. His website, now down, billed itself as a social network where American patriots can mobilize against the corrupt communist Marxist scummy Democrats. I'm right there. Sounds like all these motherfuckers was on drugs. That was that shit sound like. I don't know if it was just me. I don't know if y'all noticed that shit too. People passing out and shit. Wow. Wait, hold on one second. Several groups of screaming. Okay. All right, hold on. Give me one second. What the fuck is that? What the fuck's a Kekistan flag? Hold on, y'all. I gotta look this up real quick. Oh, it's a white nationalist shit. Oh, Pepe the Frog. Right. Secular religion with the frog-headed god has become a new way for white nationalists to troll liberals. Huh. Wow. All right. Let's see what else I got. All right, this is the guy here. I was saying. They arrested the dude that was sitting at the desk. I want y'all to check this out. This is funny. All right. Here it is. This is a guy that was sitting. Look at this nigga's eyes, yo. His pupils like pin dots. Wow. Let's see what he got to say.
Carpet One is now open in a new location in West Columbia. We have the largest selection of waterproof flooring in the Midlands. We have the best prices on hardwood floors, waterproof flooring, and carpet. Carpet One with 2 great locations. Why go anywhere else?
Office. How'd you get it? I didn't steal it. I bled on it because they were macing me and I couldn't see. And so I figured, well, I'm in their office. I got blood in their office. I'll put a quarter on their desk, even though she worth it. And I left her a note on her desk. It says, Nancy Beagle was here.
Y'all heard it. You're a bad man. You're a bad man. That made his day, yo. Wherever he get, yo, he ain't gonna mind that shit. I don't think they're gonna lock him up for a long time or something. This shit, he might get community service or some bullshit. But he go down in history for doing that shit. I feel that motherfucker. If you're gonna do some crazy wild ass shit, you gotta go all the way and shit. You know what I'm saying? So he lucky he ain't dead though. He could have passed out like the rest of the motherfuckers and shit. Unreal. He left that bitch a quarter. Said, yeah, he said, this ain't your desk. And I don't know if you guys remember, there was a woman that from Connecticut. It was a black woman from Connecticut that drove to the motherfucking White House and rammed her car into the pillars at the White House. And the Secret Service and the cops went after her and shot her car up and shit. And she had her baby in the back seat. She was from Stamford, Connecticut. That happened like maybe what, 2008, 9, some shit like that, I think. 2008, 2012, somewhere up in there. It was during the time there was a lot of crazy shit going on. You know what I mean? Like with the national security and stuff like that. I don't know if any of you guys remember that. Look at this shit. Motherfucker climb up the goddamn wall. Crazy. Get to the top of the fucking shit. Oh, okay. I set my flag down. I sat down there at my desk. I'm a taxpayer. I'm a patriot. Barnett said, this ain't her desk. We loan her that desk, and she ain't appreciating that desk. So I thought I'll sit down and appreciate the desk. I threw my feet up on the desk. Unreal. Unbelievable. Right there, got that lady desk. Lady go to work every morning and shit. I hope he took off for work. I hope he took off work. You better have a job. That motherfucker better have a job. I don't give a fuck how many wars he was in and shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. He talking all that shit. He better have a job. Oh yeah, he do got a job. He got his own business and shit. My bad, bro. He the dude with the Nah, that's not him. That's not him. I thought it was the dude with the kangaroos. That Roseanne Boylan girl. Oh yeah, see, said her sister also talked about Boylan had gotten sober and started to take responsibility for her life, but she also said that Boylan had become real conservative. The QAnon conspiracy theory claims of a fictional child sex trafficking ring, and that Democrats like Joe Biden and Hollywood celebrate celebrities ruining, like Ashley Babbitt, a woman who was shot dead by the Capitol Police during the riot. Boylan also believed in the conspiracy theory. Her sister Eve said that Boylan believed that the Wayfair online furniture company was part of the child sex trafficking ring. See? The Wayfair online furniture company was part of the child sex trafficking ring. So they can order up kids and shit and the furniture motherfucker when they come in the furniture. In the mail. Yo, that's y'all people and shit. Y'all the motherfuckers y'all fuck with. A lot of y'all Hebrew Israelites believe that shit too. So now you got layers of the shit. You know what I mean? So they're gonna borrow some shit from these people, but be a Hebrew Israelite. And, you know, he can't like the president because he's the white man and shit, right? So they'll leave that part out, but use that information to push their cult. Y'all think I'm bullshit until that nigga show up at y'all crib that motherfucker machete. See? I keep telling y'all motherfuckers. Get y'all shit ready. You motherfuckers ain't got no sense. And they was down there. Wait, let me see if I can get that screenshot his brother had sent me. I died laughing when I saw that shit. I'm Trump African. Come on. There you go. There, I'll put it on the screen. All right. All right, that's it. There's a group that appears to be members of the Black Hebrew Israelite Extremists group have arrived at Congress with clubs. Will Summer. I forgot that I gotta follow Will Summer and shit. That shit's funny. See, you got all the niggas, they carry them fucking sticks and shit like they Moses. How you gonna have all the motherfucking Aarons and Moses and shit? That shit's hilarious. Said a group of what appears to be members of the Black Hebrew Israelite extremist group. You call them Black Israelite extremist group. My man. That's my dude right there, yo, Will Summer. Have arrived at Congress with clubs. I wonder if any of them went up in the Capitol building. They might have went up in there and shit. We'll hear about it. They tracking them all down. Tracking them all down. Damn. What else I got? Oh yeah, here we go. Harry Rendell Brock of Grapevine, Texas, was charged with knowingly entering and remaining in a restricted building in violent entry and disorderly conduct. He turned himself into FBI agent on Sunday. A woman who was married of 18 years called the FBI National Threat Operations Center to report she recognized him in photos taken inside the Capitol during the Delhi January 6th riot. She knew something. She knew something. I just know that when I saw this was happening, I was afraid he would be there. See? She said, according to the federal affidavit, I think you already know he was there. It is such a good picture of him, and I recognize his patch. That's crazy. Said, I think you already know he was there. Know what I mean? So she know he was instituting some shit, and that the motherfuckers was already watching his ass. Rock, 53, a retired Air Force lieutenant colonel and Air Force Academy graduate, was seen wearing a helmet, military gear with patches, and carrying a zip tie handcuffs. Another witness contacted the FBI and explained Brooks' military background. It looks like him, and he's a pilot, and he has pilot wings on his chest in this picture, the witness said. According to the affidavit, he was a A-10 pilot or AI pilot. I don't know. Worked at L3, and he still has contacts that work with L3 that knew he was flying to Washington, D.C. Wow. Investigators compared Brock's driver's license to images of him on the Capitol building. One photo shows him in the Senate chamber. Another shows him outside House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's office. How much he loved the country to actually be there. Wow. The Northern District of Texas is proud to partner with the District of D.C. to hold Larry Brock accountable for his actions. Wow. Yo, why do they keep using the word storming? Well, every time they say storming, I'm thinking of the white supremacist like thing, like what is it called? Stormfront, I think it's called. Or that's the website or something. But I think they're actually some shit called Stormfront or something. It's like some crazy like white supremacist group. Yeah, I just see them just keep like the girl said it, and I was trying to look up some stuff like on it the other night. Because girls, I think she's the original one that said it about storming the Capitol building, and it keeps coming up like in the articles, the word storming. Virtually storming the government building is a shocking betrayal of the ruling. They said the National Guard, like they tried to get backup from the National Guard, and they wouldn't send them. But they're saying that now, like they kind of set them up, I guess, some shit like that. They talking about 4chan too. That I think Nagy mentioned that this morning about how it whole Capitol building thing blew up on 4chan. Yeah, that's a cool community and shit. Like, there's a lot of like weird shit. There's like weird shit, and then it's like I don't know, this shit like weird shit that people into. Like, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers like weird ass movies and shit. Maybe it's like some shit with a bunch of motherfuckers that's like weird ass movies, horror films, or some shit, or whatever type of hobby or weird like anime type stuff. Thank you, Springfield's a star over there. All right, so let's see how they do. Oh, that's an older article. So, I'm fucking bored. But that's crazy though. Good. There's only one motherfucker watching. Good. This is definitely a struggle screen. Fuck it. I got the shit out. Got it done. So I want to do another video on that dude with the fucking machete. I don't know if there's a lot of info on it though. I would like to see the court records of these cases. That would be something like cool to get. And just hear like things that was saying, transcripts and stuff. Like this motherfucker gotta have an explanation for doing this shit. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta have a motherfucking explanation. Something, fuck you, or like suck my dick, like whatever. Like you gotta have something. Like, why'd you do it? Suck my dick. All right, that was the reason. Suck his dick. So, damn. Okay, hold on. All right. Fucking what I was gonna say. Yeah, about that dude though. But that's fucking crazy. That's the second motherfucker ran up into some white people house with a goddamn machete. I thought it was the same article, so I didn't pay no attention to it. But it wasn't. It was a different one. It shows in November. That's just fucking crazy, yo. That's fucking crazy. I wonder what camp he was down with. I'm gonna go buck wild, yo, when I find out. I know somebody that know who that shit is, too. He know all the motherfucking symbols. That shit crazy. That nigga had wearing the camp shirt. I bet you I'll put anything on it that was the camp shirt. I'll put anything on it that was the camp shirt. Keep playing. Keep telling y'all motherfuckers. These motherfuckers gonna run in these motherfucking Capitol buildings, and guess what's gonna happen? All these other motherfuckers gonna start showing up and wanting to do something. We taking the kingdom. We taking the kingdom. They might get some bright ass idea and shit. Yahweh Shai coming. Let some fool blow a trumpet to see what happens. Blow a trumpet for these retarded motherfuckers out there. That's right. Bye, motherfuckers. Bye. Yeah, let a motherfucker do that shit. See what happens. Your ass will be dead. They coming. I can't believe that. Another motherfucker ran up in some fucking people's house. Fucking machete. That was me. I was like, one motherfucker up in here. I was talking some shit or something. He was like, fuck that nigga. I'm out now, motherfucker. What? Talk to yourself. Let me see if there's something, another article on that. Motherfuckers want a grant. I wish I could fucking find out where that was and protest that shit. Like one of these motherfuckers in the Capitol. Out there. You giving these niggas that money? God damn you white people giving them niggas that money. They giving the nigga the money. Israel United Christ put up another sign and shit in Louisiana. I can't believe that. If they do that, they should let white supremacist groups and shit put up fucking signs. And nobody better not say shit. And nobody better not say shit. Because Israel United Christ, they putting up signs and shit with all their racist action. You know what? They showing like Christ's eye color. Wow. They actually pulled that old school ass doctrine. Yo, this is funny, yo. I gotta show y'all this. This is funny. Well, you got to show it to myself and shit. Oh no, one motherfucker back up here. Fuck it, I show it to myself. Look what they did. They used the old school doctrine about Christ's eyes is red because he was drunk. Because he was drunk. That nigga came back drunk, son. Nigga Christ came back drunk. All right. Came back drunk. Came back drunk. All right. There you go. Israel United in Christ sign in Louisiana gets attention from. What the fuck? Oh, we got to drop down. Israel United in Christ sign in Louisiana gets attention from one community. Look, that is a banner and shit. Oh, they can't afford the billboards no more. You're not spending no money on billboards. And why they changed the Yahweh Shai fake dude and shit? And they don't look like Nate now and shit. I got the original, and that shit worth money now because they got that bullshit. See, look, Christ's eyes color. Eyes were a flame of fire. He drunk wine in moderation. Christ's hair texture. His head was, and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow. Right? They do it. They break it down just like they did back in the day. Christ was an Israelite. He came from the tribe of Judah. Oh, they got a news report on this shit? Bet. They should find them if they put that sign up and shit, like in a public park or something.
Well, the presence of a sign located at the intersection of South 18th Street and Texas. Well, the presence of a sign located at the intersection of South 18th Street and Texas Avenue in Monroe is turning heads for some residents. Fox 14's Brian Briggs brings us more information about the religious group behind the sign and how one resident feels about it being in Northeast Louisiana.
If you influence somebody just a little bit and they run with that, that can go any route.
Hunter Bailey saw this sign at the intersection of South 18th Street and Texas Avenue in Monroe and had to say something. The sign displays information about the religious group Israel United in Christ, based out of Jackson, Mississippi. But it's not about what's on the sign that's turning heads. IUIC is a smaller denomination of the Black Hebrew Israelites, which has been deemed a hate group by the Southern Poverty Law Center. This is due to affiliations made by those charged with hate crimes. The Anti-Defamation League breaks them down as follows. Another sect of Black Hebrew Israelites is Israel United in Christ. The group's mission is to spread the Black Hebrew Israelite ideology and to educate Black individuals of their true place in society. They are committed to spreading the ideology globally and recruiting as many Black individuals as possible. This also includes individuals of Latino and Native American descent. On their official website, they state the following. Yes, that was the past, not meant to stir up bitterness, but rather a desire for truth. Knowing the past will make us understand the future. Knowing the past according to the Lord will help alleviate many things that trouble our minds. While this group claims that they'll be preaching their message in a nonviolent way, residents have mixed emotions about the sign being here and their presence here in the Twin Cities.
I've talked to a few who aren't out for violence. They're just for spreading what they claim to be true. Just last year, you saw a person who claimed to be a Hebrew Israelite attempt to kill people who they think are the fake Jews. Not that it matters ultimately how the depiction of Christ is, but what does matter is getting the truth across and not spreading lies.
In Monroe, Brian Briggs, Fox 14 News.
Fox 14 tried to reach out to the IU Jackson office, but they were unavailable for comment. Bailey says he's open to conversations with the group should they decide to set up a local branch here.
That's right. That's right. Shut that shit down. Oh boy, shut that shit down. He said driving through the intersection of 18th Street and Texas Avenue. Who owns the land that is on? They can't just stick that shit up into any old people stuff. Man, out here you put up a sign and shit, that shit be gone. Shit, like put that shit out in the afternoon, tomorrow mornings, that shit gone. Town done came through, pick that shit up. Like, you get that shit the fuck up out of here. You ain't get no free advertisement out this motherfucker. You pick that shit the fuck up. That shit be off. You put that shit on a pole or some shit, that shit be off. They'll play that shit. And if they know who put it up there, they come and find your ass for it. Shit, you see, you saw a person who claimed to be Hebrews like attempt to kill people. They kill people. Fuck you talking about, homeboy. Bailey says he's open for conversation. Where's Bailey from? I'd be a Hunter Bailey resident. Oh, he was a resident there. The old boy tell him about Jesus. How what he gonna do? The boy gonna tell him about Jesus. Speaking of Jesus, shout out to Sister Cherry. Sister Cherry be fucking them motherfuckers up over there. I cuss over here and shit. Like, you can't cuss over there on Sister Cherry shit. But shit, she do it like you don't even gotta cuss. Like, that shit be raw, live and direct. Tell you about yourself. Straight up. Tell the motherfuckers to go to sleep and shit. Sister Terry's like, now go to sleep. Oh shit. So I go to sleep listening to her screams and shit. You know, she had me rolling. She said, go to sleep. She told her all the whole fucking shit. Like, go to sleep. Take your ass to sleep. Oh man, that shit was too much. Shit, all right. Go to sleep. I be feeling it and shit. Oh shit, she fucking them up. Like she be tearing their asses up. Shit, her shit got that like vocab be coming out with some shit. But Sister Cherry shit be pop. Like she get down to the nitty gritty with them. Like long screens, that shit be having mad information in that shit. Yeah, it's just a joke. It's a joint. What's going on here? Come on. Oh, these are extra. Yeah, that dude. They can, fuck they can. Oh wow, they did something on the lady. A year later, the widow of Jersey City shooting victim still adjusting to life without husband. Yeah, that's sad. That's sad. That was the Hispanic man that was in the kosher convenience store, supermarket or whatever. Like I guess he worked there, and fucking Israelites came in there and killed him. No reason. Y'all support that shit though. Y'all fuck with Jeremiah Judah. Jeremiah Judah support that shit. I'll be over there smacking it up with Jeremiah Judah. He's a motherfucker. They can. Who is right? Okay. Where is it? Happened in November. Oh, what the fuck is this? Yo, don't tell me this is some Hebrew Israelite shit. All right, I'm back. Wonder if this is. Come on with the content. Damn. I'm about to get. All right, I'm back. Just delayed like that. Available subscribers. Motherfucker. Let's see religious group. Yeah, the Hanukkah machete attack. And then they had that other motherfucker. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Oh, this is a follow-up on it. Okay. Hey, Slow down. What up? Shout me out. I got my struggle screen going and shit. I'm like you. I'm about to have motherfucking fake motherfuckers in the chat and shit. Oh shit. Have fake motherfuckers and shit. And then talking to each other and everything. Hey, what you doing? Yeah, this screen is awesome, isn't it? North Carolina machete attack yields hate crime charges. Tell us about it, white lady. She's about to tell us too. But she is telling us this shit. Valuable. I think this is a continuance of it. It probably
Carlos Washington, the man investigators say is behind the victim
attack just feet from his front door by a man with a machete. Investigators now calling it a hate crime, saying the suspect is a member of an extremist group. CBS 17's Amy Cutler has the latest from Edgecombe County Sheriff's Office.
Investigators say the victim's wife jumped into action as her husband was being attacked, grabbing a gun and firing it at the suspect. Tonight, that suspect, Carlos Washington, remains behind bars, deputies calling it a hate crime. This is 36-year-old Carlos Washington, the man investigators say is behind the vicious attack. This is a machete. Perhaps more terrifying, deputies tell me Washington didn't know the victim. It was random. It happened Friday around 9 a.m. on Car Farm Road in Edgecombe County.
It was kind of scary.
The couple involved, too shaken up to speak. Their neighbors tell me they're taking precautions. One of them even meeting us at the door with a shotgun.
Everybody know one another.
Deputies say Washington is a Black Hebrew Israelite. According to the Anti-Defamation League, there are many sects, but some are considered extremists and are outspoken anti-Semites and racists. They're unrelated to the Jewish faith. Authorities say 2 people associated with that group were behind the 2019 attack of a kosher market in Jersey City, New Jersey. Investigators say Washington lives in Tarboro and was not known to them. Fortunately, the victim suffered only minor injuries and is now at home recovering. Washington is charged with attempted first-degree murder, and deputies tell me other charges are likely. In Tarboro, Amy Cutler, CBS 17 News.
Amy, thank you. The thing that drives me every day as a dad is him. And there's this huge responsibility in making sure that he's a good person. It's okay to make mistakes as long as it's coming from love. It starts to work itself out.
Trying hard to get a better signal on your cell phone?
These motherfuckers really need to ring the alarm on this shit. I keep telling them. This shit is going to spread across the motherfucking country. $2 million bond. That motherfucker's on $2 million. What was all this nigga mind? He ain't do shit. Say talking about it, the victim suffering minor injuries. He probably whipped his motherfucking ass and shit. Fired gunshots at him. They ain't want to kill that motherfucker. Niggas be beating on their fucking rug and shit. Like, fuck that. Unbelievable. What is me? Carlos will tell you. All in November. Oh shit, you got that nigga on tape? You got the nigga on tape. Wrong window. If you shot me on bounce. Oh shit. Oh yeah. All night long, all night, all right, all night long, all night long. All night long. I think they faked me out. They faked me out. Damn it. Damn, this shit was crazy. This is ridiculous. I gotta go. Oh, it's on the right thing. Not on the right thing. Take the video for that. See, fucking crazy. That shit.
And he shared his frightening story only with WRL's Indira Esquiva.
The victim, who did not want to be identified because he's afraid he'll be targeted again, says he's lived on this road.
It's confirmed a machete attack on a man in Edgecombe County is now being investigated as a hate crime. The victim says he was attacked in his own home, and he shared his frightening story only with WRL's Indira Esquiva.
The victim, who did not want to be identified because he's afraid he'll be targeted again, says he's lived on this road in southern Edgecombe County for most of his life, never imagining he'd be fighting for his life in his own backyard.
I can't sleep at night very well. It's just so crazy that it happened to me, you know.
The 59-year-old man behind the voice says despite being hit by the machete 3 times, physically, he's okay. Mentally, it's tough to forget Friday morning when he says he walked out of his home and was attacked by a stranger.
Time I got turned around, he was on top of me with the machete, drew back way over his head, and I started yelling for my wife, get the gun, you know, just hollering for her.
The victim says he was hit 3 times before his wife ran out and fired shots, and the man ran away. Shortly after, deputies arrested 36-year-old Carlos Antonio Washington and charged him with attempted murder. The victim says he's never met Washington.
I never had any kind of anything like that happen, you know.
Deputies have reason to believe that this could have been a hate crime because of what the suspect told deputies was his motivation for the attack. This, according to the victim. Carlos Washington could face additional charges. This case is still under investigation. In Edgecombe County, Indira Esquiva, WREL News.
So disturbing, that man's bond was set at $2 million.
I keep telling y'all niggas. I keep telling y'all. Y'all think I'm playing? Y'all saw it your motherfucking self. Y'all keep playing. I keep telling y'all. I keep telling you. Bullshit. I want to find out more about it. Anyone else? Just happened. Okay, let's talk about the Israelites. Deputy said federal hate crime charges are possible as the suspect is a black Hebrew Israelite who attacked the white family at Randall. Some are considered extremists and are outspoken anti-Semites and racists. They're unrelated to Jewish faith. See? And we already know how many more motherfuckers is dead and shit since the other day. Like last year, 12 months. I told you what, 13 or whatever? I thought it was 15 or something. It was 13. Well, all the motherfuckers. And this ain't nothing new. They've been doing this shit for decades. This ain't nothing new. See? Damn. This Facebook is probably down. Somebody know who it is. You probably on my Facebook. Let me see. Man. Take his name. I doubt it. What fucking shit I do with you tomorrow? All right, y'all. I'm gonna play about it here. I gotta change it. Hoodwink? Yeah, they hoodwinked again, right.
During these ceremonies, was Satan the devil ever referred to?
Burn their asses up.
He was called Lucifer.
What did they say about the devil, about Lucifer?
That killing the people made him happy.
Cats always fall victim. See right through your prism and send them to the dark. Saw mesmerized by the heart. Where them demons go? To everyone who you call bro or call bro. That's why cats around need to know. Y'all wanna put y'all in a box. Even insult the ZZ blocks. Calling cops on brothers just for talking to another. Mercy be upon all brothers. Praise y'all cause the devils can't touch us. We wanna say we bad or wrong? No. With your own words caught. You try and hide what you bought. I'm a Judah, I'm nothing. Funny how nothing got their minds bugging. It's like you stole Christmas. But they mad cause you won't bear false witness. They got cut and flip more than gymnasts. Look how the Legion moves. Self-proclaimed cut paste crews. Wisdom say avoid fools. Cause if they don't listen, you the stooge. There's a difference between firm and niggerish. Firm rebuke is what the sentence is. Take it back to hip-hop. Not oversized wooden flip-flops. They're falling down off the tip-top. Rick Ross is better off on a beat like Primo's. Your Howard's words, man, do we need those? They say so. Snatch your mind mind out control. Stand bold and no fold. They geek out on no dose, and they miss your rest. Balance checks so the wicked get it even. Even distribution, letdowns and bruising. Now your cleavers a heathen because he fell off what you teaching. I'm chilled out like a seal beach. Enjoy the warm sun, not speaking, not preaching. Watch Allah do the reaching. Uncover answers that you were seeking. Find your way home. Here's a beacon. See the light, see it. Word, turn home. Y'all follow. A lot of cats out here traumatized. From these mind control. You know what I'm saying? Puppets. Gotta wait, always hope. Yahweh fights. Praise those who have not. Don't be worried about what others got. Word. Look what he give you. Look at the wealth you have within. You know what I mean? He fills up your temple. Not any man. Wisdom. That's word. All praises to Yah. Who is Allah. Head nod. Thanks for the beat. Lobster Bill beat selection. Thanks for the track. Yeah. Shoot. Without JN, I'm nothing. So I guess nothing is coming after JN. Nothing. J is in, you dig? All praise to Yah. Who is the time? Worst these things bubble. Never was your big cats be catch up brains. You and the slain, acid rain cult leaders who do vids about their features, preachers who profess no preacher. Bleach report, y'all be conjuring demons, thinking you curse, bubble burst, the Torah night hearse, damn blasphemy with the crew of Fati. Just meditate and see, sheep with nine spinning in their brain, hypnotized dead, Britney and K fed. What kind of man says men fantasize about it? Oh, what an outing. Down low brothers with babies shouting, mind control puppets when they Satan handler. They Lucy be a Springfield chandelier. Campers beware, the wolves are out. They think they got you, but crying and pout. Drought in their brains like the desert of Sinai. Jeet Kune style, I don't do it, the ledge just fly. Seismic activity, collaborative beach, pagodas and wooden structures discovered underneath. Think about Tsunami Jimmy, cut the strings, label infinity. Disseminate judgment like icicles. The mind open up too late for tear trickle. Visual proof of your leader's folly. You're playing more games than Molly. It's a rocky road, waking up from abuse. Yet you can't change those who want to remain aloof. Even chant Baffy and they bid to distract me. Laughing in the heavens attacking. Cats a fool thinking Tharawah's a book. They forgot to swim and bit the hook. Tharawah is within as God is changing your heart. Mercy upon those who you put in the cart on the chart to purchase your mind. Who am I to argue with wisdom design? Freedom to write and recite. Turn the devil day and the night. Look how this word smite. Lift they face up bright. Ate up by their own might. So interesting to the sight. It's a page turner. Demons branded with the J in burner. When J in, you out. It'll learn ya. Scorn teachers run for the hills. Then the hills cough them up, no frills. I get chills thinking about your house sinking beneath. All because you became more Cain than beast. Or more beast than Cain. Where that beast called you by government name. Slain firstborns, even to my own self born. Bought the farm, the one that connives grown. Smoke y'all when aroma enters zone. Niggas be walking with their downfall in their hands. She walk with you while you play in the sand. Claiming nothing but old man. Troubled life more than Gary Coleman. Damn. That's old. Let them coals light up into embers. Nebuchadnezzar destroy your temple so you can remember volumes of witnesses against you. Pyrite holding more yoga positions than Hindu. It's the return of Vishnu to end you. Who use stones to tempt you. Chalk this up to a misused pimp move. Blade rip you. Whole time Josh remain blissful. Praise Yah for no dismissal. Use another dismissal to end. Let this fire quench you. Same way it clinch you. Motto is simple. Wish death upon fam, catch holy mental. Bombarded by shrapnel, have doctor removed, piece by piece with scalpel. Then, when you rest, ninja come through and scalp you. All over tough talk. Vengeance is mine, says Yah. Feel the wings of the tomahawk. Feel the wings of the tomahawk. Cats be yoked up with 2 rings. Hear them rings. Ring, 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 ring. Yeah, I know. Wish you never did that, right? Never thanking Yahweh for it, you know. All praises to Yahweh. Yeah, for always being active, not stagnant, not confined to some box or some book, for being ever present. I mean, what do you expect? Yahweh is Yahweh. Yo, big up to all those who stand against wickedness, who expose crookedness, who look and seek for righteousness from mature adults, right? Don't be mad when the tables turn, like Grandmaster Flash. Yeah, it's about the shot.
Then the third angel sounded, and a great star fell from heaven, burning like a torch.
No escaping, popular vacation, overrunning bank statement, lacing on pavement. Say man, got a gliz around the corner, woke up before performers, the time on the form, a rhyme technique form.